Minister of Transportation, Mr. Ameachi, has said that he didn't know anything about the sovereignty clause in the Chinese loan agreement until recently, stressing that though nothing is wrong with the clause. The minister, who spoke to journalists on Wednesday at Idu train station in Abuja during a COVID-19 protocol compliance and inspection, said the implication of the clause is that if Nigeria defaults on loans repayment, China has right to take over those assets and run them until it recovers its money. The House of Representatives, in their probe of Chinese loans to Nigeria, found that the agreement ceded Nigeria's sovereignty rights on the asset financed by the loans to China if there was payment default. But Amechi said, "I am appearing before the House of Representatives again on the 17th of August. I just got to know that there is a clause in the agreement, but it's simple. You can't take away the sovereignty of Nigeria, but the implication is that if at the end of the day you don't pay the loan, the Chinese will take whatever they want without the nation talking about sovereignty." He said, but what the Chinese normally do is that they go after the same asset to recover their money. So what is wrong with that? You are asking for $5.3 billion. Just give that sovereignty. Now, for me, the National Assembly, in its wisdom, thinks that is wrong. Then they said they should tell us how to get the money to build these infrastructures. The loan to construct Ibadan to Kano Rail is $5.3 billion and is being planned. He said there was nothing wrong with the investigation, but that it should not jeopardize the government's means of raising capital for long-term infrastructure development on the Abuja-Kaduna Rail Service loan. Amechi said the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning has already opened an account where operating surpluses would be deposited monthly to raise money to start the $1.1 billion loan repayments. Well, in my opinion, I just think Amechi is not really serious. So you didn't know that. So you just wanted to get the loan. The loan should just be taken and we should just get the loan. They should not go into nitty-gritty of the agreement or what is there or what is not there. Now, in all the loans that we've been taking, how have we been paying them back? Because maybe if you have been taking loans from other countries, they might not be as ruthless, or as they might not go as the way these people are going, the way the way the Chinese people, the way they do their things. So maybe if they have been lenient with Nigeria all this while, maybe if you don't pay, they don't even come back to say, oh, we want to take this. And the people have been saying that is the usual pattern of these Chinese people. And now you are blaming House of Reps or whether the Senate for going into details, for bringing out all of those things. That is how they do a lot of things. That's why we are still having problem with pay and ID stuff. Some people just went and signed, and without even the whole government knowing about it, because they are always doing paddy. Now, people who are saddled with the responsibility, of course, we always talk about these our politicians, our leaders, they don't even care about the people. But of course, you might be thinking, oh, why is it that these people are coming out to be finding the fault or the clauses that are inside the agreement? It could be, of course, because we know who we are, but we don't even want to go into that. Maybe they have their own ulterior motive or whatever. But at least kudos to them for them to have pinpointed this that clause in that agreement, which Amechi did not know. And you are just saying they should not do that. They should not do that. What of if, because we need to even know how we are going to plan and how we are going to pay back. Because the tendency is there that we might not be able to pay back because of our usual way. Because at the end of the day, whatever that is going to be gotten from those infrastructure, from those whatever, the railway, at the end of the day, you will see that some people will still squander it. They will still squander it, and we will not have anything to pay back or to fall back. And what will happen? Automatically, they will take it over. And that is what these people are saying. That how do we ensure that we get this loan paid back? Because when Obasanjo was there too, we learned that he was able to write off some of the debt. He was able to have an agreement so that our debt will be written off. And in this one, it might not be written off. We don't know who is going to come that will be so patriotic that will say, oh, let us negotiate. Because now that means there will be no negotiation. If we have been getting away with most of the loans we've been taking before now, And they, those people will take loans from, they don't even come back to say we want to take over those things. And maybe that is what these Chinese people have seen, that most of the time maybe we don't pay back, for them not to lose out totally, because you can't even blame them. For them not to lose out totally, they would like, oh, if you don't pay, this is what we're going to get. Amechi did not go through all of those things. He was just saying, no, let us get it. Oh, when these people hear, if they hear it, they have a way of listening to what we are saying. It could discourage them. What is your problem? If they don't give us, can't you go elsewhere? Can't we manage what we have? If you guys have been managing what we have, honestly, we wouldn't have been in this mess. I could remember when Okojala was there, all of them, Amechi, Fashola, all of them. I don't know, from the money, excess crude oil that we got, they said share it, share it. Let us keep money. No, 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 we have to share it. They share the money. At the end of the day, they shared it into their personal pockets. They shared it and asked each one of them, as at that time, what did they do? The money they shared as at that time, because they took this woman to court, that they have to share the money from excess crude oil. The same thing, they will share it. If we have been people who save, because all of them, they just want, I'm there, let me get whatever I want to get. Then after I've left office, I will be cooling down with my family, and that's it. And they will be traveling all over the place, traveling all around the world. They don't care. They don't care. So, to a very large extent, we have been bashing all these our leaders. But those who have sat down to look at this whole thing, we say kudos to you. You tried. In this one, we tried. It's not every time we are going to be castigating you. Oh, yes, we are not good. But at least in this case, you try. Whether it is ulterior motive or whatever, or you have a different agenda, but at least you've been able to bring it to limelight. One thing I believe is that everybody cannot face the same direction. For the fact that we know that that is the usual style of all these our politicians. We still have people, we still always say it, we still have good people, just that most of the time their voices are not being heard. We don't usually hear their voice, but in this case, we say kudos to you, because Amechi was, I don't even know what his case is. Oh, let us just get it. Let us just get it. All this while, you guys, you yourself and your family, have you guys not been enjoying? Nigerians have been suffering. So you want to go and put us into another gbese. They would have taken it, because they've done it in some of other African countries. And that is what some of these lawmakers are trying to avoid. And you are saying, no, they should not do that. And you are saying there's nothing wrong. Are we even credit worthy that we will even be sure that, okay, at the end of the day, we are going to pay back? Because if we don't pay back, they are not like other countries that will just say, okay, let's forget it. Okay, just be paying gradually. As soon as you default, they will take it over. And you know what that means. So what does that tell you? And you're saying just collect it, just collect it. The way these people reason at times, I don't get it. Even if all this word that this railway has not been there, what happened to us? Did you die that you are just trying to make it seem, oh, you care about people? No, even if you care about people, you have to think other things, or bring other things into it. Consider other things. They should just collect. You can imagine. Now he didn't see that. Now that you have seen it, he's still saying it does not matter. Now wow. That is how all of them do. Now wow. So you can drag Nigeria into contract agreement without reading through terms and conditions of the agreement. Oh my God. Chibike Amechi, I am simply disappointed in you. Your only interest is in one to enter into your pocket, and then Nigeria can go to hell. It's true now, because there's no way go get some kind of court for inside. That is how they do. That is all he's interested in. If you politicians stop looting and stealing, there will be enough to build that rail. Exactly. Go and check what they are getting as allowances. Those all of them that have served as governors, as this and that. See what we are still paying them, and those who are still working, they don't get anything. Even while they were in office as governors and as this and that, what did they do? What can we say they really do compared to what they are getting? That is just it. It's selfishness. So you are getting contracts that you don't know the terms. You must be a thief from your guy. You guys never see anything when asked. Okay, you never see anything when asked. Child, we don't enter one chance. Now should rather ask you why FG is borrowing at all. Someone say, neo-colonialism. That is how Zambia Broadcasting Corporation is being ruined by the Chinese. My brother, are you aware that agreement was signed in 2010? Was it there at then? So how will he know what contains in it? Okay, don't be hasty in passing judgment. And now, if he didn't know, if you are making excuses for him, if he didn't know, now that he wants to, he's now in the know, why didn't he check it? He should have checked. Then people are coming out to tell you that this is it, this is it, this is it, and you are saying no, it does. Now you say it does not matter. Then people now have to sit down together and say, okay, can we really go ahead with this loan or not? What is our payments pattern? What is the plan that we have for these payments? How are we going to do it? Because even if they make money, these guys will still squander it. See the looted money they said they recover. See the story behind it. This one I take, I did not take. Oh, you follow due process. Oh, this one say, oh, I didn't go through due process. Oh, all of those things. They will loot, they recover loot. You see? So it's unfortunate for him to be saying that. So this one, somebody that is making excuses for Ameachi that he didn't know. Now that they are telling you this is what it is, you say it does not matter, they should just go ahead. It does not work that way. That is their usual this thing. He knows. Forget it. He knows. But he just believes that these people are just trying to bring out what they are not supposed to bring out. They are just exposing what they are not supposed to expose. It's nothing. It's not a big deal. You can imagine. You see their attitude. See what is happening. Oh my goodness. Something is wrong with these people. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Amechi said he didn't know that even now that he is aware, it does not matter. It's a simple thing. Leave your comment below and let's have your take on this issue. Thank you.